Alright then, well, hello everybody, it's me, Hunter, and here I am back at it again, bringing you yet another WowWee related video. So anyways, let's get started. So this is going to be the 12th installment of my WowWee robotics related videos. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is we're going to be watching some RS Media related videos. And more particularly is the Joping Videos RS Media's long review. That's what we're going to be reacting to for today's video. And I'm basically just going to be watching the video and, showing it on my RS Media and explaining all that I know. And I know a lot. Red Nose Day will go down in history. As I am him. Red Nose this. What? It's a red nose. Well, yeah, red nose. That's what I meant the whole time. We're gonna get one. You buy it for the kids. I thought you knew about that, Red. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, enjoy this video. Quickest freaking video ever. But, yeah, anyways, let's get started. There's not really, I mostly explained everything in the previous video, but here's something I actually forgot to tell you about the 2TB SD card. I actually saw this video earlier off screen about this guy who actually bought a 2TB SD card from for $6 on an illegal website, which was probably just Temu, fucking AliExpress, or Wish, or all those dumb freaking Chinese related websites that are just gonna steal all your personal information and send it off to hackers so they can post embarrassing pictures, just like that crap OS 2016 video. Well, I found out that literally he tried putting a bunch of files into it, and it literally went up to like 20 gigabytes, and it just lagged. It was like 80 gigabytes, and it barely even hold that much storage. And plus, I already told you that one of the guys at Best Buy said it was better for me to get a thumb drive instead of a SD card. Well, I mean, yeah, I can also do that. I can put it all in the SD card, because it's all that adapter, that micro SD card adapter that came with it, the 16 gigabyte SD card, it holds up here. Sorry for the camera, man. And it's honestly so good that I actually have a tripod now, which my dad was explaining that, do I want another tripod? No. Which I already told you, I wish you can actually raise this tripod up, but you can't. I thought for a second you did, but yeah. I just wanted a tripod that was cheap, because I know my parents wouldn't want to spend so much money on something. But here, look. Here's the 16 gigabyte SD card. It's a micro SD card HC, and a micro SD or SC. So those are also a 2TB SD card goes into the XC category. All the other ones are basically even higher end ones. Like the highest amount of terabytes you can actually get for an SD card is 128 terabytes. So yeah. And so, which they actually didn't sell them there. Like, they mostly had, like, gigabyte related, they mostly had gigabyte related SD, Like I said, the thing about the WowWee robots, like I said, I told you that the RS Media has about 11 to 42 megabytes of internal storage that can, and in total, it can fit up to 968 megabytes on an SD card, which is a 1 gigabyte SD card. And Mr. Person, like, that's what Dad thought. He thought for a second that was going to be another SD card for the robot, but the thing about these places is that they seem to actually sell higher end SD cards, while, this fluctuates in, like, the lower end kind of SD cards. Which I thought for a second the SD card wasn't going to work, because it said 1.0 gigabytes, and I just want it's the same thing. Like, the 0 has no value. It's just that it was going to give me PDS OCD if it just said 1.0 when I wanted it to just be a normal gigabyte, which it isn't. Which, of course, the thing about the RS Medias is, like I said, they can only hold up to just a single SD card. Just a normal one. Just a full, just like this. Not an SD card to micro SD card converter like this thing is. But that's actually the thing about the Mr. Personality. In the Mr. Personality video where he wasn't booting up, well, that's the reason why he was doing that is because Mr. Personality has a hard, and RS Media, like I said, they have a hard time since it's on two different, there's the normal SD card and the micro SD card. They actually have a hard time actually reading through those files. And of course, he's going to explain in the long review that what do you have to do when you get an SD card. Like I said, when you get a new SD card, don't put it right into the computer right away. So what you do is you get the SD card, put it into RS Media, turn them on, wait for him to boot up. Of course, you can reboot the WowWee robotics model freaking intro. It's not like the RoboSapien V1 where it's testing every single one of its motors. Like the when it raises up, there's a position sensor inside of its arm that detects when the arm goes up. Then it makes, it detects, like, it has like 10 motors in it. So, and then when it goes side to side, it, does the and basically, like, it's on right there. Like, one of the servo motors didn't actually come in contact. It's not like that. But, I mean, you can still, yeah. My point is, you can skip the introductory phrase. It's not like it's mandatory for it to actually do it. You can just stop it. And then go into the personality folder. And if there's nothing in it, that means that ours, like, once you turn him on, then he's actually read the SD card. Because if you could tell that, he actually processes this stuff a lot faster on an SD card. Like, you saw he was moving extremely fast, but you could tell that if you do have personalities on the SD card, then Iris Media will actually be like, booting personality ROM or system check. Like, he'll actually, like, spaz out. But that's actually indication that he actually read the SD card. I couldn't really tell from the previous SD card that came with this robot, the one that had the Bugs Bunny, Cyberman, Darth Vader personalities, the one that came with this robot. I couldn't actually tell. Like I said, I didn't know how to, download personalize an SD card yet, so I couldn't actually tell if the SD card was actually reading, which it wasn't. Which, of course, I thought for a second that the peripherals in the SD card were actually corroded, or I glued it together, which Dad said it was a really stupid thing for me to do because it wasn't gonna do jack shit, but, which, when I actually glued it back together, it took me about 4 times before I can actually read the SD card. So yeah, so that's about it. So it took like because I was doing it like about 10 times. But then eventually I tried to intermix the personality and the computer, and it still wasn't reading into the SD card. So it was completely broken. Which now I actually kind of wish I had that SD card again. Because I've already told you that most of the websites for these robots are actually defunct right now. They don't exist anymore. You're going to have to, wait. I could actually use the Internet Archives. I never tried that. Well, I mean, you know how it's actually talking about how these computers are our own personal computers and are not linked up to the Onslow County School District or Onslow County in general. But also, the reason why sometimes when you go onto a website and it doesn't appear, like, it looks like somebody blocked it, but also somebody bought the domain to that website. So it's not, you would have to buy. Like, that's the thing when I look up the Robo Community on the Wayback Machine. It says, like, it brings me up to a GoDaddy page, and it's asking me, prompting me if I want to buy the website, which is not. And, of course, I don't really know I know it's just called the Robo Community. I don't know, like, what the actual website, like, URL is, but. And I already told you that there was actually online versions of I mean, I could actually try that. I didn't even think about it. I feel like it's just that thing where if I try something, it doesn't work. I never go back to, I never revive that again. So that's the thing. Which, yeah. And I already told you that when you download personalize an SD card, the Cyberbot, or the Psychobot, the Gladys person, they found me. Congratulations. Which, of course, was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe we could settle for that and then we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that this is going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Or actually the evil female personality. The booting personality ROM. Add your command master. Apparently that personality is called Dr. Nobot. Dr. Nobot. That's what that personality is. But just under what's from, or the file name is just female personality. And then but the actual name is the Gladys personality. But the thing about those personalities is they actually have double folders in them. Could actually show you, but I don't want to show you because I'm going to mess. Well, I could actually, but there's 2 folders on them. There's an audio folder, like a document, and then there's a file. Like, what you do is you copy the file onto RS Media. Because, of course, if you just copy, like, what you need to do is you need to copy it from the download, and then paste it into the personality folder. What you do is don't copy it outside of the normal folder, because then it's just going to do the original RS Media personality. So, you're not supposed to be doing that. Which, that's what I did on my previous computer, because this has copy and paste. This is an older version of the file explorer, so I was actually able to copy and paste stuff, which I should have, like, before I actually snuck on Dad's computer and download personalities there. I was actually going to use that computer, but I didn't clean up the hard drive, or like it was extremely slow, so it was going to be such a pain in the ass. Which is still slow, but it's better than what it was before. Now, I didn't even think about that. So yeah, but the Bugs Bunny personality, I'm not sure what that one. Well, Jordan doesn't really know what that was called when I was on the Robo community. But the file name that it was called Cyber Bunny or Robo Bunny. That's what the file was. But like I said, they had two separate files. They had the document and a file, which that's what you do. You copy that file and then put it, like I said, you copy it in from the downloads that you did and paste it into the Iris Media personality folder. And then that will work. That's why there's been all kinds of complaints on the Robo community saying that those personalities don't work, but it does. It's just they're probably copying the document folder, so that's what they're doing. Yeah, and I think this, like, most of the other ones are from different websites, like the third-party website, but yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. But yeah, you know what? Here. I mean, I could actually show you, but I don't want to mess with that SD card. And plus, I kind of want to download that Dano song, or Rocketeer, the dun 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 dun. But like I said, I need about 7.6 gigabytes in order for me to do that. So that's 6 times the amount of gigabytes it's outside of the normal boundaries. Or it's 6 times the amount of storage that the SD card is already. So I don't think I'm actually going to have enough space. Because honestly, that's seriously my new favorite song. And I already told you, it gives me such good Matterport days. Matterport, Switch and Go Dinos, After School Care, and those, I mentioned it earlier, those Mattel toys. There was a video, the Inamoto video, that had those thing, damn it, it's whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Those Mattel, I just like calling them Mattel toys, because I already said their name earlier. I broke my New Year's resolution already, but I don't care. At least I'm making the insults, the mean-spirited bullshit, and I'm still making that one. I've gotten better over it. So I've accomplished that. So now I just need to learn to be more patient. Which I'm still accomplishing. But, I mean, it's that thing where you say that I'm accomplishing something, but then, like, a couple of months later, you just give up on it. But no, I'm actually trying. Well, I think it's probably just me getting old and then just used to the mean-spirited bullshit on the internet, so then I'm just used to it. So I'm not even affected by it anymore. Like I said, I used to get so fucking pissed off when that shit would happen. It was horrible, I swear. I would go on a tirade just like this when shit like that happened. But I don't. I don't do that anymore. Like, yeah. But so far, that hasn't happened so far. Besides that bun and... Wait, just besides that, oh, you're so stupid. Freaking bun gag toy. That's it. Well, there might have been some, but, I mean, of course it was... Yeah, you get the point. It might as well be just this. Or, yeah, it's just a POV shot, but anyways. So, yeah, that's about it. So, you know what? Here. I could actually download stuff on the SD card, but I'm just going to have to remove... the only reason why I like to do it is, like I already told you that I just like the audio quality that it sounds on it. Because, like I said, Aris Media will have it in a low tone, like the battery's so low. Like I said, he does that to prevent copyright claims. But of course, if you use it with the auxiliary cable, then it will be in its normal quality. It just won't have good, it's an 11-watt speaker channel. Like I said, it's got speakers in the hands, on the sides of its hands, inside the hands, on the speaker, its chest, and the woofer in the back, and then on the other arm. Like, it sounds so 3D. Like, I was noticing how good the audio quality is on Iris Media. And also, if you actually program it to actually dance to a song with the PC software, then it's actually going to be moving in different directions. So the music's going to be aiming in different directions, which is really cool. It's 8DR. That's what it is. It's a back-mounted woofer. That's on the... Like I said, if they didn't have that woofer, then it would sound like complete shit, but it sounds pretty good. Well, I mean, the RoboSafe V2 doesn't have the woofer, but it has bass to it. Like I said, they're not staticky, even when... Like, they're not as loud either. They're quiet, but they have bass to it. Like I said, they were really trying to improve the RoboSafe V2s, but... Like I said, they don't give a shit anymore. Like I said, if you bring up RoboSafe V2, they kind pissed off because no one wants to talk about them because they're a huge fail and they know they screwed up. Even though that I had a theory that, well, the RoboSafe V2 unapproved part from the RoboSafe V2 commercial, I feel like that actually they took that line seriously and, made the commercials were aired just, before the commercials were aired just after they were on store shelves. They're just advertising it to show you that they're in stores. But my point is that they took that line seriously and made the RoboSafe V2s have the bad shielding wires. Bad wire issue or whatever. And also the camera issue. Because that's the one other thing. Like I said, their camera is shit. We all know that. Like, they has to be so bright on the, like I said, the color settings. It needs to be in a specific, color in order for it to detect, do the tracking stuff. RS Media is not as picky, but, like, you'll have the low light level camera inactive message. So, he's going to have that on it. Which is, stupid, but it's, But of course, I already told you that Kevin made a modification where he put lights. Let me just. But I'm not. Oh, whoops. I already told you that if I push the sleep wake button or the volume blockers, then the video is gonna stop. But wait, where is it? No, they actually put cameras or lights on the side of it. Like I said, there's special modifications that were inside of these robots that were going to be put in the robot, but WowWee never put in the robot to begin with. So basically, when it flinches, a light is supposed to turn on. So it can actually be able to track in the dark. And like I said, their camera is shit. Like I said, we all know that, but that's just another thing that WowWee messed up on the RoboSafe V2s, besides the bad wires on it. And also the yellowed white plastic on it. On the ones that have most commonly going to have the CES 2005 unedited, untesting prototype EVT version of it. Which, like I said, when they made the third generation ones, they only made 2 to 3 colors. Like I said, it was the black and silver, the pearl white, and then the bronze one. Because I thought the bronze one was the second generation one, but the second generation RoboSafe V2s are from the UK, which they were released in the US, but they mostly, like I said, UK, Spanish, French, Ireland, Asian, and Australian territories. Same with RS Media's first generation models. Same with those. And yeah. So yeah, I hope you find that. Yeah, so anyways, let's go, look it up real quick. I honestly kind of want to try downloading songs in the SD card again, but I don't want to do that. But I want to try finding the Robo community. I want to try going on the Wayback Machine archiving that, because I really want to try getting it. I really want to try getting more personalities in this. I mean, of course, there was personalities that do exist, but, the people who created them, like the Stewie Griffin personality and the Jobot personality, like I told you from Tidsky B, were never uploaded onto the internet. They were there for their own personal use. Which, they should have, but, it doesn't even matter, because they probably if they did actually upload them onto the internet, then they're probably not going to be properly archived, so then it's just they're just going to lose all their progress, even though they still have it on the SD card. Which I already told you that for best use on using the PC software or making a personality, the best use is to actually use the SD card to transfer, use the PC software. But another thing, I actually was going over the video I was making earlier, the previous video. Something I was actually telling you about the PC software, how it needs an Pentium, a Windows XP and Vista, anything with an Intel Pentium 4 processor, 512 megabytes internal RAM, internet connectivity, and USB connectivity. But it's for the Mac users. If you're a Mac user, then it can be Mac OS X and greater. I was more focused on Windows, because of course I am a Windows user, of course. That's just being self-centered, but that's something I forgot to mention. So if you're a Mac user, you can actually use a newer version of Mac or Macintosh to actually use the RS Media or Mr. Personality. But then if you're a PC user, then you just need to find an older version of a computer for you to use the PC software. No, for best use on programming your RS Media, it's better to use it with the SD card, because the USB, the thing is that it's actually better. Hold on, because for Mac users, an SD, it won't actually here. I could show you, but I don't even have the right USB port. Because like I said, it's a USB Type A adapter. And all I have is micro USB. So, I don't have that. I do, of course, I have the auxiliary cable, which I did recently find a shorter version of it. Which I think, you know how I was actually talking about that 3M headphones I was talking about? I actually found them. Because earlier before this video, the smoke detector was actually going off. The ADT SafeWatch Pro 3000 custom smoke detector was actually going off. So it was beeping, or, it's chirping as a 20 to 30 second interval, acknowledging that the batteries are low. So we changed those batteries with a 3-volt battery. So I thought for a second it would be C batteries, or 9 volts. But, of course, at these companies, like, these companies supply, or they make special versions of batteries that are only used and special. Like, my point is that, here. You know how I was actually talking about how these businesses make separate versions for different businesses? Then that's what that's for. But it's for different products, like especially designed products that are made so much more differently than, normal ones. Or like it's government used or something. So yeah, and I thought for a second it was one of these smoke detectors because we don't actually have power. The breaker's actually off in this room. Either that or just this. It's mostly this stupid freaking ceiling fan that doesn't work. And same with in here. We don't have power in here. So it's running on a DC power adapter. Or, it's backup battery. That's why that was going off. And I thought for a second it was one of these smoke detectors up here, but it was coming from downstairs. But it was good that it gave us a 48-hour lifespan. And I already told you the best results for changing the smoke detector is you need to actually push the test button on it so it actually drains the battery that's still in the capacitor. Because if not, then it's still going to chirp. That's just for the best thing. Or if it's still chirping, then that's the best thing to do. It's like plan B or whatever. Which we just put the batteries immediately in there, so it still works. It's a good thing we even had those batteries, because Because I feel like I don't think the test button is actually, it needs a Phillips head screwdriver. It's not like these. They have a painfully obvious button right there. That one has a Phillips head screwdriver. That's the test button for it. But now the security system is actually displaying a fire trouble. Which I did actually try fixing it, but I think it actually completely reset the system. That's what the video said, but it depends on which type of security system you have. I have the SafeWatch Pro 3000 Custom and SafeWatch Pro 3000. It's actually just the SafeWatch Pro Custom. That's what it actually is. There's no 3000. That one right there is the 3000 Custom. Or 3000 right there. And that's the SafeWatch Pro 3000 right there. And then that one's the custom one over there. Look, there was something over. Looked like there was something on the crown molding right there. I don't know. It's probably just. Yes? Okay. Yeah, but we have since resolved that issue, because I thought for a second that even if we unplugged the smoke detector, then it would still start chirping. And of course, I hate loud noises. I'm not as bad over loud noises as I used to be. I used to be so sensitive, and of course I have ADHD, so that doesn't help. Or ADD, OCD, ODD, just every single type of autism ever, but. Which dad doesn't like the noise either, because they said it has tinnitus or tinnitus. Like, it's ringing in the ears. So, and plus, these smoke detectors claim to be about 70 to 80 decibels. That's how loud they are. And of course, these are just normal smoke detectors, not the low frequency type smoke detectors, where studies have shown that people will actually wake up faster to a very slow, low pitched sound rather than an extremely obnoxious, the Spectre Alert, pro smoke detectors or fire alarms that they make today, like the freaking ear piercing. Yeah, see, it's much louder than that. It's like you take that and then put all your volume up. Which, yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's 70, 75 to 80 decibels. That's how loud the fire alarm is. Here. So anyways, let's get to the artist media videos. But here, I want to try seeing if I can actually find the Robo community real quick.
What is going on, guys?
Here, it's directing, I told it had a pop-up saying if I can actually, if I can request the computer to actually refresh my page for where I last left off, like a save state, but no, I didn't want that. But here. I told you that. Here, Robo Community. Not robotsrule.com, it's the Robo Community. Well, of course, that also, every single one of these websites for these robots have since been, oh, here, let me, oh shit, shut up, freaking Viacom's gonna copyright claim this video. Of course, we were gonna get to the, here. I think it's just gonna bring me up other different types of Robo Communities besides WowWee's, Robo Community. And now it's bringing me up to a freaking Pokey, some online website you're gonna watch a bunch of Flash games. And that's probably the reason why the Robo Community does not work, because they probably replied on Flash. And of course, as of 2009, wait, is that it? Oh, I think I found it. But it's not secure. See, it's telling me to buy the domain to this website. Yeah, see? Look. See, it's telling me to buy the domain to this website. Well, let me try robotsrule.com. Here. robotsrule.com. Probably, it's Gissa's Crank and Spoken Ring. Mostly the Spoken Ring was just, I told you that, it was just a link to the I Am the Robot, Robo Sapien Dance Machine Robo Dance theme song. The Boogie Bot song. That was the link. It was the link to that song. And Gissa's Crank's the creator of all this stuff. Gissa's Crank. I think that's just his YouTube profile name at least. So yeah, anyways, let's get to the RS Media Long reviews. Let's go. And yeah, here. Even though, well, this, like I said, I told you that this is the full version of the computer, so nothing's going to be blocked on this. Or the domains can be bought. Oh, it's the Robo Info 635 specifically, but he also uploaded on the jumping videos as well.
Hey everyone, this is now a review of the WowWee Robo Sapien RS Media. The last Robo Sapien in the in WowWee. He's 2006 robot. Robo Sapien V2 is 2005.
Some people actually consider Some people actually consider Femi Sapien as Robo Sapien V4. But, I mean, she's the, like I said, Robo Femi Sapien is basically just Robo Sapien's female companion, or basically her long-lost girlfriend, or whatever. And Jobot's considered the Robo Sapien V5. And also people consider the mini Robo Sapien Jr., Robo Sapien Remix, the RC mini Robo Sapien, and all the other, and the McDonald's version also be different types of Robo Sapiens, but no, those are just, just basic robots that are trying to get people introduced to WowWee, but those are not it. Weirdo.
Well, they look alike.
Like I said, and yeah.
What's the difference between backpack, his ears?
Like I said, the ear sonic sensor microphones that actually for sound detection, and of course those are the problems where they keep on. That's the main cause of it having the hearing problem, where I constantly think it hears something when there's no noise at all, which he's gonna explain later, but just not in great detail because it's a long story. Which he's made videos later on in his life that he's discussed that. So here.
On both sides, the LCD screen.
The multimedia full color LCD screen.
Recording, but it's only like a 5 or 6 second record.
But like I said, it's actually, you can record for 8 minutes. I thought for a second the limit was 6 seconds, but, okay. See, and then there is a microphone. And then ears for sonic sensors for when he claps, he'll listen for a sound, and then we'll try walking towards it.
Also, here's when you video record as well.
And then the VTA multi full color camera.
Scroll down or something. Skip. You can play music on here, and just will stop it or something. Skip it.
Stop and then repeat the pause and shuffle the pause, play, and shuffle buttons, stop, or rewind buttons. Or repeat.
SD card slot. The SD card.
And next, this is a Java-powered product. And there's also the whole entire RS Media software is actually based on Linux. That's the whole thing.
It can only be 1 gigabyte. That's as much as you can hold.
And like I said, he has, on the robot itself, he has about 11 megabytes to 42 megabytes of internal storage. But in total, he has about 42 to 968 megabytes on the 1 gigabyte SD card. That's how much he holds, which I already ran out of it. Which also, he likes using it. Another reason why he likes doing the SD card to program it is also because it actually shows how much space you actually have on it. I haven't figured that out yet. I was mostly just worried about downloading stuff on the SD card.
You hold every single personality on this card. I have every personality pretty much on there.
And then the USB Type A adapter, and the line in.
For when you're programming them, but it's better to program them from the SD card because it's easier. You just stick it in the computer, get the RS Media suite. And program
But no, the reason why he likes using it with the SD card way is, well, for Mac users, you need to program with the SD card because the USB port will not actually detect it itself into the computer like a foreign device. So you're gonna need to program with the SD card, and I think it's. Well, you can use it both ways on computers, PC user. And I think for Mr. Person, well, that's for Mr. Personality. You're going to need an SD card to program with him. But I think for RS Media, you're going to need an SD card for when you're a Mac user or PC user, and a USB port for when you're a Mac user. It's the complete opposite, I'm pretty sure.
The software. You can make your own personality for him. You can make macros for him to do, like walk around and take pictures.
And that's the thing, like I said, basically in the normal autonomous mode, the roaming, the direction buttons, I told you that you can actually create macros where basically, he'll walk forward, take a picture, turn left, right, take a video, just whatever. It's like create macros with it. Where, like I said, it acts intelligent, where it's actually exploring its environment and trying to see what kind of obstacles it's getting itself into. Well, like I said, with the normal roaming mode, doesn't act intelligent at all, besides pausing to listen for a sound and change its walking speed to adapt to his environment. Like, if it detects the presence of a human, then it will, act like a human or whatever. Like, he's not physically moving his head, but that's why, of course, he's pausing to listen for a sound, and then if, you trigger it about 10 times, then it will automatically shut off its ears. And that's really the thing you need to do if he has the ear glitch. But on the normal control mode, R mode, or media mode, just the normal main mode, or directional, or or just, main mode, then basically it'll be about 8 times until it turns off its ears automatically. It does the sound overload, or the sound overload. But of course, if you do it, it needs both of the ears to actually be able to do that. But with the, for it to detect sound, it needs it to be, the side of the ear 6 times. Or 4 to 6 times, it depends.
I'll show you him in action. I'm just showing you a SpaceX line-in for MP3 players and iPods, anything with a line. So he can play speakers through his hands, both hands.
And the back-end woofer, the back-mounted woofer.
But yeah, you can make your own personality. There's 2 different RS Media suites. There's the CD disc that comes with it, or the downloading software from the Robo community.
Well, like I said, I told you that there's online versions of the PC software, but it's since been removed.
I think the CD disc will be better, even though I've never tried it. I've never had an RS Media that came with the disc. But I'm pretty sure it's better. The suite from the sites are just too slow and they don't work very well. They constantly shut down on you and stuff, but I can't show you how to make a personality when I have time. But I don't know how, I won't be able to show you how to make a macro because I've never have before. I can show you how to make a bodycon, but that's just about it. He has buttons on here for obstacle detection and free roam mode. 60 batteries and 4 AA's. remote.
And then 3 double A's in the remote.
Just like V2, I use chargeables though. And I'll power them on and show you them.
And here. And I'll show you my iris meter real quick.
This is the second batch.
Like this is actually a 3rd generation iris media, actually.
Batch of iris medias didn't have a loading sign on them.
And of course, they don't go to 3 separate screens. And here, I'll show you. Look. Here, watch. Keep on thinking I'm going to prop this down like I'm not going to be doing it. See, it doesn't go into the WowWee logo with the text in it, and then expands with the loading bar in it. The 1st generations do not do that. See, it doesn't go to 3 separate screens. It just immediately goes to this, minus that, and then the 1st screen that powers on.
System check.
Yeah, that's a verbal indication that he's detecting the SD card when it's staticky like that. Of course, I have the DC 7.5 volt DC adapter on it, so it's not gonna say the batteries in my feet need changing, or it's not gonna bend with his legs, or bend when it walks, so it doesn't tip over and break, or walk and fall off a shelf. Hey, what's actually, you know what? I'm not even watching this Invader Sim. I've actually had Invader Sim on the previous video a lot longer than what I'm doing right now, so I'm just gonna exit out of this. I don't even care. So we were actually having some technical difficulties with Amazon Prime earlier. Like, it was saying it was giving me error code. It was in like a different language, so I don't know what it was. And plus, since I'm not really gonna be walking around too much, then I might as well just plug in my phone. It's not dead or anything. It's just I'm addicted to constantly charging my phone. So here. There. And I actually have the remote, so I can actually immediately... Oh, here. The iris sensor's right here, so it's not Bluetooth, or it needs to be inside with the iris signal. So here. Yeah, and there's the thing right there. See, where he's constantly looking to the side. Like I say, his tracking is messed up. And of course, the 3rd generation RSVs have the most common problem with the position sensor being messed. Like I said, but of course, that position sensor problem cannot be fixed because it's in the inside of the interskeleton of the robot. So you literally have to take apart the entire robot just to fix that one position sensor, which is fixable. But like I said, it's just gonna be hard to do. Like, you would need to take apart the entire robot
Ears
to do it.
off, eyes off.
So yeah, I would just full screen this. There, much better. Oh, wait. Oh, that's turned off. That's right. Wait, what? Oh, I muted it. Okay.
So as you can see, that's not a normal personality. I mean, that's the
and I want to see... Here, I want to see if I can actually have an audio jack. I can actually input... I can actually output... I probably need a... Here. It's an optical digital output, so I don't think I actually have... Oh, wait. There's a USB port, but there's no auxiliary cable, so I can't plug an external device and actually have the music or any audio actually play out through here. Because you probably can't even hear it, but...
As you can see, that's a personality that I made for him.
Like, so that's the bender here.
To his default personality.
Frozen metal and... I'm dying. I need downstairs resuscitation. I'm on it. I am WowWee Robotics Model RX Control Mode.
I'll show you all his personalities.
I am WowWee Robotics Model RS Media, completely customizable robot media center. If you don't like the way I'm programmed, please redefine my personality. If you don't like the way I'm programmed, please redefine my personality. Stop.
And that's the extended lay down and get back up action right there.
It comes with 4 personalities, but but that depends on which version you have.
Like I said, first generations will come with all first generation personalities. Second generations will come with all second generation personalities. But all third generation RS medias will come with those, first gen media, second generation Billy Joe Sapien, second generation service bots, and 2 RS medias. But the first gen space bot with the corrupted sound files on it.
Versions of Virus Media, there's 2 versions of Billy Joe Sapien, 2 versions of Service Bot, and 2 versions of Space Bot. So that depends on
Disturbance detected.
So that depends on which generation RS Media you have. Depending on what they're gonna be. They are different. They have different voice, different scenes, so yeah.
And like I said, mostly the body cons are the same on all the personalities, except they change different adjectives, they're extended, and they don't have sound effects. Like I told you, here, I can show you real quick. So here. And here's the Bender, the Herm Bender, the Bender 1 personality.
I'm Billy Joe Sapien. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, I already showed you this in one of the first few videos, but here, watch.
It's dustier than the panhandle around here. I'm in need of some Texas tea. This time it's gonna be 8 seconds for sure. Y'all ready? Yeah! Ride 'em, cowbot!
Wait, here, hon. So I'm just showing you the body cons real quick.
Phew, it's hotter than a stolen tomato.
And then you also saw that the eye almost went out for a second. Like I said, there's a loose wire, and then it's resulting in the eyes not being sounded correctly.
Down, set, put!
So yeah, and here, watch.
Hello there, darling.
Okay, so the thing with the second generation Billy Joe Sapien is basically it would say, well, hello there, darling. I hope you're not figuring my imagination. I thought for a second that this version would do the extended one, but it doesn't. It's weird.
Wait, pull my finger.
See, and this one doesn't do the farting noise. Like the other one would be like, guess me all those baked beans. Like this one doesn't do that. So basically, the body, like the concept is basically the same. It's just the voice is different. They're extended. They have different adjectives, or they don't make sound effects in them. So, and I'll show you the second generation Billy Joe Sapien and this guy on the robot itself. So here, just waiting a little bit for it to take the SD card out. And it's not like a computer where basically you need to go into the here. Get confused right here. I'm just more focused on here. You need to go into here. If it detects the USB drive in here, right there, see, right there, then you'll need to eject it. No, you can actually do it at any time. But of course, yeah. But if you're on a computer, then it's not gonna work. But here, I'll show you it on the normal one. And see, like I said, it twitches sometimes, but if you rapidly push on and on the power button. But I'll show you that it's with the SD card instead of the 11 megabytes internal storage, the 32 to 42 megabytes internal storage on the actual robot itself. Let's see, watch.
Booting personality.
See, it's just look, it's detected the SD card's out because it's not all staticky.
Action cancelled. Action cancelled. Well,
yeah, there's the Billy Joe Sapien.
My name's Billy Joe Sapien, and I'll be your robot guide on account of you choosing me over them other fellers. And for that, I thank you kindly, partner.
So watch, look, here's the 6th body con.
Well, hello there, darling. Hope you're not a figment of my imagination.
Yeah, see, it's extended. The other one just says, hello there, darling. Or like, aren't you the prettiest little thing? And I already told you it sounds like Donkey from freaking Shrek. Or Eddie Murphy or whatever. Except it's just a cowboy and in the robot. The first generation Billy Joe Sapien specifically. And of course, and then I'll show you the 7th body con.
Pull my finger.
See?
Must be all them baked beans.
Yeah, and those are the body cons that actually involve. Like I said, there's body. Like, you know, I was actually talking about the one thing RS Media does not have. The RoboSafe V2 has this fart, burp, and roar. Like I mentioned, there are body cons that are involving farting and burping. Now we just need a roar. Like roar. I don't know what the hell that was. Like, you know, roar. Like the do the roar. Freaking Shrek the 4 freaking thing or whatever. Just freaking dumb fucking memes, but. No, yeah. Disney gave us memories. DreamWorks gave us memes. Okay, but anyways, what's up with the Shrek stuff? And that shit's not. I don't even like that stuff.
Alrighty then.
Or I just Anyways, and then here I'll show you the rest of them here, and I'll explain something about the other personalities later.
Let me show you how to do the Texas two-step.
Okay, there's that. Oh, we're not reading the IRS sensor. Because you can tell it's reading the remote signal. It's not just sending in encoded messages to acknowledge that one of the buttons that actually got pushed. And I already told you that first generation RS Me's have the problem with doing the ninth body con.
You ready? Go long. Well, I must say you're about as sharp as a mashed potato.
See, and you probably saw that off screen. But like, say, I was talking about in the previous video that it would have been evidence with batteries. He would have been bending over, and like, so when he twitches like that, that means he would have been like, "Well, let's say you're as sharp as a mashed potato." That's why That's why he's like that. He twitches. He's resetting his body. And then I'll show you the dance demo. And basically, like, so you see how he pauses right there? He's doing like this. Yeah, I would have copied it. Like, that, I said, you know that, the guy, that, like, so this is actually make for, like, just like Isobot. Like, this actually been make for a good yoga instructor. Like, basically just copying, like, putting out, here, watch. Here, watch, look. See, there's RS Media, and then I'm going to copy his movement. You can't even see me because it's raised up. Wish the camera was somewhere else, but it's up like this. And then here, I'll do the dance, I'll mock, or like, I'll imitate the dance movement. So here. So yeah, anyways, and then I'll show you the media demo. Even though I mostly got rid of all the wait, let's see if I have pictures on here.
Mode. Shoot, this must be media mode.
Okay, let's see if I have any pictures on here. Oh, no, I have pictures, okay.
Whoa!
So I'll show you the media demo.
Whoa! Now, we're in control mode.
Here, watch.
Well, howdy there. My name's Billy Joe Sapien, and I'll be your robot guide on account of you choosing me over them other fellers. And for that, I thank you kindly, partner. Whoa!
Oh, here. Sorry, it was just malfunctioning. That's the thing. Basically, if you keep on triggering his flinch response, you know, flinch detection.
There.
Yeah, what?
My name's Billy Joe Sapien, and I'll be your robot guide on account of you choosing me over them other fellers. And for that, I thank you kindly, partner.
What? Hold on.
Whoa!
Pushing the media. Here, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Anyways.
Did you hear that? Well, I can't hear nothing now. Okay, I'll shut my eyes now. This is arm mode. Shoot, this must be media mode.
Yeah, I'll see the media demo.
Well, howdy.
Oh, no, he doesn't even...
My name's Billy Joe Sapien, and I'll be your robot guide on account of you choosing me over them other fellers. And for that, I thank you kindly, partner. Whoa!
I think the media demo might be corrupted.
Now, we're in control mode.
And I already told you earlier that there is here, look. There does, on the third Artist Media, like I said, the third Artist Media was actually the only Artist Media guide that had custom personalities on it. Like I said, it had Celebrity Brat, the British rock star. It had the first generation corrupted Billy Joe Sapien. With all the sound files, the Dance Sound Media demo were there. It just every other sound file was completely lost on it. But then also the good day, ladies and gentlemen, on the WowWee Artist Media from WowWee. The first reconfigurable, reprogrammable humanoid robot. I already told you that a couple of days ago.
System check. Stopped. Have a bender. I've been good. That's all I'm programmed to do. I'm Billy Joe Sapien. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
And I'll show you the rest of his body cons.
Let me show you how to do the Texas two-step.
Yeah, and I assume, I was actually talking about how, they say he has about 200 to 250 voice files he can actually replace, but there are only 150 sound files to really stand on. Some of them WowWee didn't even make him say. Like, there's affirmative number 3, the second grab function, like, how RoboSape V2 says, gimme, or gimme more. With that stupid fucking Jemmy items, and then here let me scan it. RSV is actually supposed to have 2 different phrases for when he grabs something. Of course, on the default RSV for example, he just says, may I simulate that, please? But he was like, miss, or darn these plastic hands. Alright, everything that involves grabbing has only one phrase to it. Like I said, it will never and never will do the second one. So don't even bother programming something into it, because it will never do it, at least. But the RoboSape VV2 at the end of his dance, he says, I hope nobody saw that. Arius Media
heard Thelma Lou calling.
Arius Media is actually supposed to have...
Hey, I can't hear nothing. Hey, who shut the lights out?
Arius Media is actually supposed to have 2 different phrases for when he, a phrase for when he stops dancing. He says, now that's how you do the robot. And like I said, the Bender from Futurama is supposed to say, I'm Bender, the lovable rascal. But I assume that Billy Joe Sapien wouldn't have said that right there. The Texas two-step. But Robot looks and calls it the barn dance. The dance moves that he's doing. There we go.
So there's
You smell something.
2 of each character. So here's his remote. It's much different than the RoboSapien V2 remote.
But like I said, that's the first and second generation RoboSape V2 remote. Like I said, it has more detail on. Like I said, it has the RoboSape V2 insignia. Well, this is the black one, so of course it's obvious why I didn't put it. See? And then it does have the light chasing, the hide and seek function, just like Tribal, where he basically tries to, I see it. And then it does the beep, 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 which the RoboSape V2 still has that. It's just its own remote that it comes with doesn't have that on the light chasing feature. Yeah. But honestly, Jordan actually thinks that RoboSape V2 is way more easier to control than RS Media, or RoboSape, like RS Media is way more easier to control than RoboSape V2. But like I said, he has the blinking red commands.
Ain't that right?
He's got the orange commands, the green commands, and then he has a 4-layer remote control. Well, he has the 7 to 8-layer remote control. He has the blinking red commands, blinking red, orange, green, and then green and red, orange and red, green and orange, and yeah, he has about 7 different, like the light chasing button would have been right here. And then of course there's the, it would have been right there. Which of course, like I said, you would think that they would have reserved that for like a dog or cat, but it does like fully humanoid robot chasing like some kind of animal. But of course it just goes to show how he's attracted to the light. He's attracted to green light.
it has a mode button that switches from
3 separate modes.
Organizes his
Categories.
What he can do. This right here controls his walking, and this controls his moving. Like, unlike V2, he can't walk. do all these. He can only do
Like, say, you know, we do forward, back, left, and right. And like, say, he mostly uses those in autonomous mode.
basic 4. He can't go backwards right and backwards left and forward left and forward right. You know, he doesn't do that. He goes forward.
Look out!
Oh, yeah, and obstacle detection. He's autonomous when you click that.
And I told you that mostly all of his, you know, buttons are autonomous except for backwards. But forward, left, and right are all autonomous. So he's autonomous, he won't have this. Here, that's it. He's autonomous, he just won't have those random phrases. Random speeches, like, unless he backs up and hits an object, then that's when he says it. And like he has look out or obstacle detected.
I think I'm gonna take a little siesta, if you don't
Like
mind.
he has 2 different phrases for when he backs up, and 8 different phrases for when he's walking around. That was 6, but it's 8. So in total, and then 3 scenes when he exits the mode, and 3 scenes when he enters the mode. So he has 16 different phrases in total.
When you press forward by selecting the select button, that'll change the way he walks. See, now he's doing a boogie walk.
The boogie walk, that's the walk right there.
See, this time he's moving his body, not his hands.
It's the bobble walk, where he's using his body instead of his legs.
Normal. If you double click the forward button,
He starts running.
See?
Obstacle detected.
There's the other backup phrase he has.
He has 4 different kinds of walks.
But he only uses 3 of them in autonomous mode.
He only uses 3 of them in autonomous mode, though.
And RoboCity V2 has 5 different types of walking styles.
8 sayings every time he walks, and he has 2 sayings for when he backs up. You can program your own sayings you want him to say in for your own. You can program them. It's a old toy. It's definitely outdated now because now we have iPods. This is computer programmable. It is a little advanced. The hardest part
Like they're trying to find the right site that has all the sound files on it because they're expecting you to get it off
the
YouTube.
right site that has all those sound files you want in there. Like, I've been trying to find a software
Or you can record your voice to make your personality.
to make your personality from the computer and then put it into Arts Media. But his software is so picky that the files on all of those just don't work. That's why I'm gonna try and get the CD disc to see if it's different because I gotta try it. You can also program puppet mode when you touch his feet as well, just like V2.
But the thing is that it's like Jobot, where basically if RoboCity V2 bumps into something with his right arm, then basically he'll stop his roaming mode and do his puppet mode. But with him, he will not stop his puppet mode. He'll continue walking. He'll continue. So here.
You are cruising for a cruise.
Here, watch. And like I said, he with the foot, you can have about 6 actions with it. Wait, do I still have something? Do I have something programmed? Let's see.
Sound program playback.
Vision program
Wow,
playback.
Doggies.
Here.
Puppet mode. Just as show us.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to stop this video right now because I have to go out and get something to eat, and plus we have to go grocery shopping. So this will be part 1 of the RS Media long review reaction video. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2. Alright, bye!